think it would be hard to argue that this draft is much better than what they had in the previous game. So liking it quite more. Still preferring Quincy Crew's draft. Like, if they can survive, if they can get this Radiance timing on the Raid King, I think they should be fine. Like, top lane also, I love Taskmaster Beastmaster. This combination of these two heroes is super strong.
Everybody!
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope there is. And overall, I'm going to sort of agree with Cost. I do like what Quincy Crew has. And I feel like just from what we've seen from VP so far, it's just hard to sort of believe that they can do it. They've just not been able to show that they can here on the major stage. So I think Quincy Crew is going to be going into this with continued fantastic momentum after a great game on performance. Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, it's you know, finally time again to see it's their last chance, VP. They've got to pick it up now. They've had rough game after rough game. The last game, they just didn't really have a game at all as Quincy Crew just ruled the entire map.
Yeah, pretty much everyone had higher expectations of VP coming into this tournament. They looked extremely strong. One of the tournament favorites, pretty much, considering how strong they looked online. You know, the squad still very young, doesn't have LAN experience. Maybe that's the reason, but yeah, they're gonna go in.
So again, they can find this first blood to try and go for Kingslayer. The block of the tag team, they've got it. First blood for Paulison.
First blood, and that is how we do things.
Great start, starting with the boots of speed on a Tusk. They might actually keep the 3 heroes on the top for until someone shows, because they
so,
they want to get another kill. They see things with that observer ward. Save has one sentry ward. Let's see if he decides to place it.
See if they fall to this trap. It's being set by Quincy Crew. Paulison keeping himself up at this top lane, hiding in the trees. If he steps forward too far, Quincy Crew will absolutely try and go for another kill here.
They know, they see that there is no Tusk on the bottom lane. Leslau starting with wild axes.
I think just
they know something is up, so Tusk needs to TP back to the bottom lane.
Paulison can get done here. The mid lane matchup, GPK on the DP should have a better game than he was able to do on the Morph. You know, DP just much easier to have that sort of game impact, that ability to take objectives. He's up against Quinn on the Wind Ranger. I mean, are you excited to see this? Some mid Wind Ranger from Quinn?
For sure. Like, you can always run away with the Wind Run from the Spirit Siphon, so it's not going to be that effective. But so far, DP doing really good. 6 and 2, Quinn only 2 CS. And we see question mark when we have denies. Is that just for the April Fools?
I believe it's just for the April Fools.
Okay.
Yes. A little bit of fun. Well, I say fun, it can be quite annoying when that question mark keeps popping up.
Yeah, that's pretty toxic,
yeah,
right?
Nobody likes to be question marked.
No such luck for you.
But definitely, after game 1, I think VP do deserve to be question marked. They've got to pick it up here in games. We want to see more fire from this squad that we've been so used to seeing from them before this major.
Mirana's very good in the lane against the Enchanters, of course, one of the reasons why they picked it. You take the big creep gets arrowed, pretty simple stuff. You can also just preemptively use it on the big creep, so Enchanters won't be able to get it.
The lane.
Oh, that creep is stuck. No, he has a lot of regen, but yeah, finally will be able to get out.
Top lane, of course, Shawat. He's got his one prepared against DM, so still staying pretty nicely in the lane. Although he's also got a hefty amount of regen available if you are topped up. So if you are, should be pretty fine farming in this top lane.
Both of these heroes starting with the magic stick. Great value playing against the Bristleback. You know he will be spamming those close sprays.
Bottom lane.
My terrorist.
Crew doing a pretty good job of keeping the wave in a way that Leslau's no struggle farming against Nightfall and Kingslayer. Of course, it will be hard for these two to really put too much pressure on unless they can find Kingslayer out of position. Once they have the levels with the Roar and the tag team, there's a chance for them to chase. Leslau.
One more nuke. Ooh, that was close.
ticking down to the acid spray. Might be the case. Wilson will have his courier taken away from him. Kingslayer's able to reach in and take that down.
It's a safe lane Alchemist, so there isn't too much kill potential, but just by sitting in the acid spray, which lasts for 16 seconds, level 2 removes 5 armor, it's just super strong. Olson trying to make the move on a mid lane, also possibly secure the rune for Windranger, who has a bottle. Same goes for GPK. There is a rotation for Mirana. Let's see where it spawns.
VP hoping for it to be on the top.
Oh, it's a big one.
Yeah, GPK is going to be able to grab that. Forward to throw out more of the nukes and spam the lane down and the side camps to keep his farm on top of that of Quins. Not playing a bit of a move being made onto DM. Already the point where it's hard to go him lower.
He has 4 control spray charges, that's 5. Bristleback still very tanky. Not too much damage coming out from the Wraith King. They get another courier, that's the second one.
A lot of couriers going down so far this game. Goal for both sides being picked up. Bottom, Paulson trying to force back the two of them as the 5-minute bounty runes come up. Quinn, the Javelin Rush, making sure that he's going to have some good kill potential when he hits the 6 with the focus fire.
First 2-3 waves were not great for Quinn, but he managed to catch up, sitting at the same amount of CS as GPK.
See, bottom lane. 4. Back, Lesdale. So how's he doing on the regen? He's going to get salve and also a fuse raindrop set out to help him against the
yeah, you want to have that
throwing out
against Purifying Flames.
Yeah.
Folloson, he has Franco Boots, he got the first blood, so that's extra gold. It doesn't ever have to go to the base pretty much. As casual Sage Mask and Clarity, this hero consumes a lot of mana. Mid lane, Siege Creep plus the Dead Prophet ulti. They need to bring one extra hero to the mid.
I mean, Loa's getting in position. He's here on the side. A courier just walks around the middle and they're able to set up with the shackle shot. Wrapped around with the central. They've got the chain stun. GPK's dead. The tower's defended. Quincy Crew easily able to push back GPK. Didn't even manage to do sort of half the damage to the tower there. A very well put together defense from Quincy Crew. Bringing in that sensor and having that extra bit of punch and control that didn't give any chance for GPK to back up in time.
And this was before Windranger got the Javelin. Like, the damage is just gonna become insane, especially with the tag team. Like, you have that maxed out, you can go for the Roche. Like, these two heroes can solo kill the Roche pretty much once you have Maelstrom and the tag team is maxed out. 1 leap charge on Mirana, Skelly Bros, just Jason.
Where are you going?
It's DM.
Tag team, one of the best abilities against anyone who's taking nice snowball dodge there.
Well,
Quincy Crew again, they're just playing the laning stage really nicely. They're getting just that little bit more out of it than VP is. Of course, the farm's still pretty even, but the kills that we're seeing Quincy Crew make the move to get, and that's just not being matched by VP's heroes. I mean, for sure, you know, their cores are a little more static with the way that they want to play the early game.
Visibility.
They don't have the real ganker, pretty much. It's, you know, Mirana landing an arrow, or if she gets like Moonlight Shadow level 6.
Oh, look at Quinn.
They need to be grouping around with the Dead Prophet. Shackle does not connect. Tag team, level 2.
They're in. Got backup coming in though. Save and Kingslayer are around. GPK is getting dove underneath the tower. GPK goes down. As Save and Kingslayer, they can't do anything to keep the Death Prophet alive. Save, he's not getting out. He did have a couple of leap charges left, but wasn't able to jump away in time. Has accepted his fate underneath the tower.
This is such an insane amount of damage. I believe I first saw it from Team Liquid a couple of months ago. Windranger plus a Tusk. Folloson having an extremely good game. He's involved, as a stand-in, you know, he's involved in all of their kills, more like Polo Dad or Polo Daddy than Polo Son.
He is. He's a big boy. He's making some fantastic moves, standing in for the squad, and certainly not looking like a stand-in at all. Top stuff from Paulson. Quincy Crew continuing to
Don't
just
look too scared
progress
of
through this
Radiant's top
early game
tower.
as a well-oiled machine. Things are going great for Yawar up top. He's able to have room to farm. Did have the Midas queued up initially, but he's going to change it.
And over
Go for that
here,
armlet first up on the
Radiant's
build-up,
top
so that
tower.
if they do try hunting him down, he is going to be able to fight back pretty well. Bottom lane, looking for Nightfall. They've got him trapped. He's just dying to the tooth. The port's the cost.
It's just
I mean, this is why Tusk is such a strong hero. It's been contested in most of the games throughout the major. Let me just check the win rate of this hero.
I think it's over 100%.
59%.
Okay, not that high, but it's above 50. And a lot, there's been a lot of people, a lot of posers trying to play. You know what I mean?
If you're looking for Radiant's
It's very much the hero that everyone wants to have a go on. Only some.
It's the same thing what happened, we release a new hero, everyone is playing
Everyone's
in
trying.
every single bracket. That's why the win percentage is so low.
Mid lane, they're getting some damage onto the tower here. We'll see what VP can do to get Quincy Crew off this. GPK and Safe not feeling confident to really head over here. They know that Quinn's got the backup. They'll head away. They will smoke up. Was underneath the observer of VP.
Dire's top tower.
They smoke mid, maybe sort of knowing that VP saw it. Quinn TPs off the back of being smoked towards the top lane. It's Nightfall, will be fine. Pops the ult, able to disjoint the stun from Jawar. Setup won't be there to allow Quinn to close the gap. He's still able to get in on this. They've got to come over with TP. Save is coming over. They're going to attack him, and the focus fire, the shackle shot is laid down. They catch him out. He goes down before VP can get in and keep him alive. Polisson will be chased by GPK with the side, but GPK able to find one kill in turn. But it's a second time now. We saw Nightfall going down on the bottom lane.
That's
back on the map. He's dead a second time in quick succession.
He's still on top of the network, but killing Alchemist just always gonna feel great. It's like killing the Meepo, killing all these heroes that can flash farm. Quinn will pick up a haste rune. Like Polisson's moves around the map have been amazing. Like he's been involved in every single kill. He's going for the correct targets. They're not killing support. They're always pretty much killing the cores. Bristleback invading the enemy triangle, stealing some stacks.
But every time Polisson's there, back on the map, he's looking for more action. Sets up onto DM, backups in. Oh yeah, Polisson just continuing 2-1 and 6. Involved in 7 of the 8 kills here, 10 minutes in, and pretty much all of them kills that he has just set up himself.
Actually involved in all kills. 8 out of 8.
Oh yeah, I can't even do math.
Yeah, but it was a hard one, 6 plus 1, 7, like it's getting after 5, everything is a bit more complicated.
I didn't even do that as a joke. I'm actually just legitimately an idiot.
Quinn Ranger getting very close to Maelstrom, so damage is gonna increase. Now they're taking the bottom tower. Yawar TPs. A bit of a different build on Racing this time around.
I like it.
He's a bit more active this earlier armlet, which I really like. Most of the players that go for Midas, or they just have casual gloves of haste. He's like, why not? Why should I? I'm not upgraded.
It's just a solid read of a game where, Yawar's identified that, what his team's getting kills, they're getting action. Policy is setting up so much, and it's not stopping. Over towards mid, they get the catch onto DM. This time the save will be there. Kingslayer's hit the 6, he's got the false promise, throws it out onto DM. They will be able to trap Policy underneath the tower. This time they'll turn the move on its head because of the fact that they have now got that 6 on Kingslayer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Save has a couple of leap charges, so he's gonna be good. Alchemist will finish off the battlefield. Still sick timing on the battlefield, even though he died twice. Phase boost battle period 12 minutes.
Trying for the action here, Yawar. He's going for save. Save. Does have a few leaps left, so we'll be able to break away. Main tier 1 tower goes down. Leslow's able to step in, finish it off.
So they took the tier 1 tower on the mid, they took the tier 1 tower on the bottom. Like Beastmaster usually camps in that area, continues to farm up until he gets the Necro 3. Very easy for him to just secure that area of the map. I like when Tusk gets farm priority. Like, he gets lane for himself, has a Falcon Blade, exactly what he needs. Like, this is the perfect item for Tusk. You get some damage, which works nice with the Walrus Punch. You get some mana regen as well, and a bit of an HP.
Dire with the scan.
Dire scan. Very close, but feels like it's not gonna connect. When I say very close, I'm also an idiot, Owen. And they almost scanned their own teammates.
Sometimes you got to check for, if there's an imposter.
I was like, let's get on the same level, let's balance this cast.
3's away. Another slow start on the kill front for VP, but they definitely have a lineup that can get away with that a bit more. The out, farming away. Definitely a bit of a concern for VP that Yawar is able to keep up with the Alchemist. Only 800 gold difference between the two of them. Yawar on track to make good timing for the Radiants. At that point, his farm's only going to accelerate even more. Nightfall's got to speed it up a bit if he wants to stay as ahead as he needs to as a carry out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top lane Leslau. It's going to be the focus of this smoke movement. And VP, they should have no struggle getting this.
Oh, Necrobook blocks it, but yeah, they could still get the kill. He almost gets saved.
He nearly does, yeah. Kingslayer having to use the false promise to stop Leslau from bringing save down.
Leslau has no boots. Going into Necro 3, most of the time it's like that. Sometimes when they're playing against like certain heroes that they need to run away, but the boots of speed, like the faster you move, the faster you farm. It's like that. GPK.
Good for this. A little deep this time for Paulson, straight into the four of them. More than ready for that sort of play to come out. VP turn around and take him out.
GPK decided to go for a different item build this time around, like getting a Ghost Scepter, which I really like. You know, he understands most of the damage is going to come from that Wind Ranger. They want to focus me down. They have a way of dispelling it once there is Necrobook 3 on Beastmaster.
Very close to having that Leslau. Out rather shortly. Quinn. See if he can get in around the 15-minute rune, but already on the high ground. Nightfall will have no trouble grabbing that. So seeing if he can get a hold on GPK, but Kingslayer being smart with his positioning, making sure that he's always behind GPK. No false promise for 30 seconds though. A little bit of a window where GPK's got to be a bit more careful.
Regeneration.
GPK getting closer to level 12. That's going to help out quite a lot. Spirits go from 8 to 16. They double. They could potentially go inside the pit and just force a fight. They have a ton of damage, ton of minus armor, acid spray, goo. Did you know that I thought it was called Vicious Nasal Goo for 15 years instead of Viscous? Like one time I read it, never read it again, was just calling it goo, and then I was like, what?
It's a similar word, right? There's one letter difference. I can't play, yeah, that's an easy mistake. I'm sure a lot of people watching at home thought it was Vicious. Maybe they didn't. I know they are a smart bunch.
So the timing that QUINCY crew is looking for is Radiance on the Raid King, just needs to finish off the recipe. They have a book 3, so a couple of big items. They also might have BKB on a Quinn, but he needs like another minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
VP,
I
want to get this tier 1 arrow. Does connect onto Quinn here. They're coming in with a follow-on, popping everything onto Quinn. But the Stonewall save comes out. Policy trying to keep him alive. It won't work. VP still able to burst down Quinn. And they're going to see if they can get more. VP diving the tier 2s. This is the VP we expect to see this sort of aggression as they know that they can chase down lower as well. Quinn just not quite ready for that arrow to come in. Save finding a great angle from the tree line. Towards the back of the tower. Quinn finds himself in a disastrous position.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower fall?
Verse Pro, level 2 exorcism used. They got 2 big kills. They delayed the BKB on Wind Ranger. Radiance will be done in the next couple of seconds. Leslau just controlling this part of the map with the Beastmaster, but they know that Prophet, he's pinging it out.
Not heading up here anytime soon. They know that QUINCY crew are prepared to fight, even with Quinn temporarily being down. He's back in action, he's in the mid lane, setting up behind Jawar.
Dire's top tower is under
Full Crimson Guard on Bristback, an item that we don't see that often, but in certain situations, like they have a ton of right-click damage. Yeah. I like that. Against the board, against Necro units. Should be a good pickup. Like, I think you get the money worth back. Yeah.
Fast hit. Low damage.
Quincy crew, they want to use this opportunity when Exorcism is down, because this is where the most damage comes from. Alchemist, you know, he's farmed, but he's not that. Oh, this is big if they can catch him.
They can, they've got the setup. He will get the ults off. See if they've got enough damage to work through that regeneration. The save's going to be there. False Promise comes out for Kingslayer. GPK saying if he can chase for even more. He's looking towards Quinn. TP's coming over from Noir. Has got the Armored Radiance ready for the fight. They'll turn towards GPK. GPK's been shackled. Jawar's in on top of them. GPK tries to run, but another slow comes out from Noir. Turns over towards the end. That's going to knock GPK down. Quinn's able to finish him off. Nightfall turns over towards Noah. Noah held in place by Kingslayer. They'll nuke down the Enchantress.
Quincy crew, they need to, you know, ignore the bristleback, try to go for different people. Shackle, ooh, that was close. He's gonna TP out, they have no stuns left.
Quincy crew able to find something off the back of that in terms of the EP kill, and now they can look to turn that into an objective. They'll push down the mid tower.
Radiant's top tower is no more.
We'll see this as well from Yawar. Do you like this approach? He really wants to have something to deal with the bristleback. He's going to use that Radiance to farm a straight up Silver Edge.
Oh, he needs to go back. Like, if he dies once, he's gonna die 2 times. The rest of the team is relatively close. But they need to come and help him.
And they're heading over across the river. Lower on the low ground, Polison and Quinn will see what sort of angle they can get into this fight. The Moonlight Shadow used for VP. Set themselves in position.
Oh, he tried to go for a play. You know, scout for the neutral creeps and snowball on the high ground, but there were no creeps.
Now Polison, he will still be able to get the snowball off, and he should be left behind by the rest of them. He'll get the punch up, and he goes down lower. Also being chased down by DM. VP, they're able to run down the 2 supports. Roche is up, and they've just popped the Ghost. They
need to go in
for this.
Like, they have regeneration of that Prophet, full HP, full mana. Ghost still running for like 10-15 seconds. This is gonna be a free Roche. Quincy crew, they cannot contest this. They could potentially try to go in and snipe the Roche with the power shot, but that's it.
I mean, Yawar could walk in with the reincarnation, but Roche, it's going down too far. Close attempt with the snipe for the power shot, but won't catch it. VP take the kill, they'll get the Aegis on Nightfall.
Alchemist getting pretty big. You can see the difference between him and Rating right now. He's staying so far ahead. We'll have Yasha done in a second. Full AC, even more minus armor. I like the minus armor kind of build and the lineup. Acid Spray, that's -7, -5, coming out from the Assault and boost stacks. So that Prophet ulti is going to be insanely powerful.
Oh yeah, it's just going to tear through these heroes. Quincy crew, I mean, all of them are not really having the highest of armor values at all. I think sort of low 15 at least, you know, Yawar's being the highest. Yawar still working on that Shadowblade into Silver Edge. Can have a way of opening up onto DM, taking the Bristle out of the fight.
Potentially also cutting it back lines, finding Kingslayer and taking him out, but he needs to turn off the Radiance.
Yeah, he's going to have to be smart with the toggle.
It's not like he needs to toggle Armlet, now needs to toggle Radiance on top of that as well. Too many buttons.
Double toggle, yeah. This is some very high skill level moves that Yawar's going to have to come out with.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So far, so good for Yawar though. Even with the chaos the VP's brought elsewhere, he's yet to be taken out. 1-0-3. Been able to avoid all the moves of VP. VP in the space for the tier 2 top. Won't be held onto by Quincy crew. VP in this game, as expected with the draft that they've had, it's looking so much better from what we've come to get.
Yeah, and they're not stopping. They're going for the high ground. That Prophet ulti is up once again. Bristleback can go in and just take some of the damage. Same goes for Nightfall. Like, he's super farming this Alchemist, this tower, forcing a glyph.
Power.
Quincy crew can make any sort of move here though, Yawar. Getting very low. The Exorcism still a little too spooky for them to make moves into it. VP will get the space for the tier 3. Onto the melee racks. Exorcism still with a few seconds left. Now going to back out as the Exorcism comes to an end. Want to push any further, they know that Quincy Crew's got the full lineup here.
Good move, respecting Quincy Crew, the damage coming out. They know that most of their damage is coming out from the Exorcism. Exorcism almost down. Let's just get out. We don't necessarily need to end the game with the first Aegis. No, just wait up. But Quincy Crew, every single time Exorcism is down, they will try to look for a fight.
We have it, there's the jump. Paulison trying to close in onto Nightfall. Nightfall, no chemical rage for a couple of seconds. The arrow comes down to Quinn. They call Quinn with the stun. Paulison, devastated with the stun. Takes monsters out. The concoction is out. Onto the three of them. And they cover with the Star Storm.
It's the rabbit.
Triple kill for Nightfall.
Oh my god. Like, it was a cool save. But yeah, that three-man stun. I don't believe I've seen such a good stun from an Alchemist pretty much ever.
I mean, it just perfectly lined them up for Nightfall to come in and cleave them all to death. I mean, that was a brilliant turnaround there. I mean, Paulison, he did try his best. It all goes downhill, really, that play. As soon as Quinn, again, gets caught by the arrow. And then there's the setup. Boom. 3 heroes stunned in position. It's an easy triple kill for Nightfall.
They definitely did not expect that. Blacking bar was available for Wind Ranger. Didn't pop it. He was probably thinking, you know, I don't need to use it. First row will take the outpost. Exorcism will be up in 20, but there's no mana on that Prophet. Of course, there's a regeneration rune on top. But he doesn't know that, so we'll TP back to base.
Pipe on DM as well. It's definitely going to get a lot harder for Quincy Crew to get these kills in the fight. And, you know, it's not like Yawar's damage is really going to step up too much because he goes for the Silver Edge build. They're still going to sort of be waiting for that next item after it feels for Yawar to be able to get confidently stuck in, whether it be the BKB or the AC. Until that point,
it must be AC.
It's going to be hard.
How much minus armor they got, AC is a must-have.
Going to need time, and that time with that sort of a jump up being given to Nightfall in his net worth, it's just going to benefit this Alchemist so much more. Nightfall's farm getting completely out of control after those kills that he's picked up. As the Abyssal Blade is going to be right around the corner. In fact, it's done. So 25 minutes in, Abyssal Blade complete. Nightfall, he could jump on pretty much any of these heroes and start the fight off very solidly for VP. Quinn, he's already been getting hit by these arrows. Now he's got to watch out for being jumped by the Alchemist.
Arrow again?
He's got to be careful for.
Level 15 compared to like Dead Prophet level 17. A bit under-leveled.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower full?
Gem picked up by Bristleback. They also want to see the Hawk when they're smoking and just kill the Hawk within. It's an extra gold, it's an investment that pays off. It was Kingslayer who bought it.
Here we go, up to the base. It's Quincy Crew. Got to bring something out. They're going to shout it out on the shoot. They're pausing. Punching with the false quality there. Keeping DM safe. Nightfall jumps over the Abyssal Blade towards Yawar. They bring down Paulison. Yawar to pull the watch. Back for a second round. Shackle shot out as well as the roar. They're focusing Nightfall. They don't have the damage. They can't stay on top of him. They've got to back away from this Exorcism. GPK. Gonna head back, Quinn, hop in the BKB, but now with the BKB coming to an end, it's very hard for Quinn to get stuck in at all. Focus fire still on cooldown for 25 seconds. VP, they can just head back up and take this Rax. And it's Quincy Crew, they just can't push them back.
Oh, the catapult will finish off the Baron. Nice shackle.
Going all in on GPK. Ghost and the Hound, but he's Sanky Paulison. He's going to end up dying back. That's a dead Paulison for a minute. DM diving up towards the tier 4. Quinn's gone. They're heading over to Yawar. Yawar will turn face towards DM. He goes down the once. Quincy Crew punishes them, but he got the 3 of them. Yawar stunned immediately on respawn. He's out of the game. Triple kill again for Nightfall as VP. This is what we expect to see from them.
Yeah, this is a much more early game-oriented lineup with the, you know, a bit more team fight as well on top of that. Good execution, burst throw. They came here to play in the second game.
Absolutely, making up completely for sort of the slow game of nothingness that we saw from them in game 1. This game 2, they find their form, and at the end of the